Hello, my name is J.H. Lee. This is a Human Engineer video blog number 4, Learning How to Learn. I think this topic is extremely important and it is extremely valuable to everyone, and I think it is a solution for the education problem we're facing. Learning has such deep and complex meaning and multi-purpose. Then how to learn will be very complex and has many ways to do it. And question is, what are those learning process? Okay, learning procedure will be loop of input, process, output, then loop it again. Then we have a two following question should be: what are the input-output channel for body and mind and spirit, and how those processing dynamics work? Okay, now input-output channel for bodies are senses, and the mind is attention and perception and memory. A spiritual input-output channel is intuition and revelation, and let's detail about each item. Now, body input-output channel is through the senses. Without any senses we have, there's no information we can bring that into it. However, there's 5 senses known. We have more than that, but a visual, auditory, touch, smell, and taste, that is the order of it. Now, input-output channel for mind are 3. First one is attention. And this quotation comes from William James, the principle of psychology, chapter 11. My experience is what I agree to attend to. Wow, what a statement. Only those items which I notice shape my mind without selective interest. Experience is on utter chaos. Now, next channel is the perception. This is the etymological meaning of the perception. Per means through. Sep means to take. T-I-O-N is a suffix for noun. What that means is we get mental impression of things or event of this whole world. That is what perception, that's how we bring things into our mind. Now, next item is a memory. Whatever they will bring it in, and it goes into our mind. However, human mind has no size, no weight, simply metaphysics. Yet, we can bring image of entire universe and stores it in our memory without any space. How amazing is this? And life is full of wonder. So that is why people been saying each individual is a microcosm. It is a small universe that is in our mind. Now then, input-output channel for spirit is 2. One's intuition. Anybody can have a first impression of the new person within few seconds. How do we do that? It is not human cognitive ability. It is rather the spiritual input channels. Now, revelation, it is not intellectual understanding, rather God's disclosure of himself and his will to his creature. It is a spiritual level of communication and knowing. Now, this input-output channels from body and mind and spirit, in order to answer how to learn, we need to find many answers for a learning procedure, input, process, and output, and also finding mental faculty, what is intellect, what is emotion, and what is will, and also what is attention or concentration, or what is exactly perception, how to use it, and memory. And also we need to finding the spiritual dynamics such as prayer and the worship, praise, etc., etc. Now then, learning task is a very complex process. We must know how to do the things first. Whatever the task we want to do, we need to know how to do it first. Then we need to follow with the action. Question is, how many people will know how to learn first? then start schooling. Literally none. How mysterious is this? We cannot learn very well because we don't know how to learn. No wonder why. Because think about it, how many different ways we need to learn. There's so many different facets. It is almost infinite. But we cannot stop at here. We really need to find this answer. Then we can extract, bring it out, and all the potential what human has. That is the issue. That is what the education's problem. So I want to start from input channel. So how to learn input-wise? As you know, the human use visual the most. We bring the 70-80% of the information through the visual. And however, it's not the look, it's not the see, it is a watch. But I have to put it in this one, number 2. I'll tell you that in a minute. Number 3 is auditory, what we're hearing. And when someone's lost their sight, next senses they develop is audio, sound. That is what they developed if they lose the sight. And that is why a most important sense we use is a visual. The next sense we use is auditory. That's why watch is number 2 and listen is number 3. Why? Because those senses, those things only last a second or 2. If we don't pay attention, it goes away. And so in order to capture those things, we must pay attention, number 1. Once we pay attention, things we see and look is more than that. It's a watch. It is through the perception we're going to bring into our mind. And not only that, our audio we hearing it is mental impression. And that's why how to learn in input-wise, I must say pay attention, watch, and listen. If we want to number 4, it is touch. I would like to use the word practice. And that is why when I'm teaching my class, all my students know this. I ask this question. Here's a video clip for that. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Who are you?
A student, sir.
Why are you here?
To learn, sir.
What students are supposed to do?
Learn, sir.
How can I hear you?
Learn, sir.
Learn what?
Attitude and technique, sir.
How do you learn?
Pay attention, watch, and listen, sir.
Everybody bring your fingers up.
Sir.
Scratch your head again.
Sir.
And sometimes you're forgetting too much. So tell me how to learn.
Answer time. Pay attention, watch, and listen, sir.
You pay attention better.
Yes, sir.
So everybody say it again. How do you learn?
Pay attention, watch, and listen, sir.
Now then, that is how to learn and input-wise. There's another following questions arise. What is pay attention and how to get pay attention? And what is watch and how to do it? What is listen? We have a selective hearing and how to listen. And what is practice? How to practice? These following questions we must answer in order to learn very well. Now, effective of learning, which means productivity. Now I'm going to write a few things for you. This is a simple function, y equal function x. Y is a result. Function is learning ability. And x is a variable. Point is this. Let's say a student to go to the work 8 hours or study 8 hours. That doesn't get 8 hours of a result. How much they're going to get? That is based on learning ability. Learning ability, I will say less than 10%. Why? Because if we change the learning ability to the retention rate, it is obvious. For example, grown up go to the seminar, how much they can retain the information? They say less than 20%. However, what about our children? After they read, they heard, they learn, how much they can retain? Definitely less than 10%. Then, they get all days long study, only get 0.8 hours of a result. How terrible productivity is this? That is why we must know how to learn first. And that skill we need to teach to everyone. Then our learning can be changed. How much we're going to learn will be tremendously changed. Why? Here's another factor. The factor is this: a variety of learning ability. How many different ways can we learn? There's so many different ways. So if we increase how to learn in all those different factors, for example, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, and each area, if we develop that, if we increase that, it is not just add up, it is exponent. Therefore, 100% production increase is amazing. It's unheard of. But 1000% of productivity increase, have you ever even heard of it? And this is why this can be answer for a education problem. So then let's look at that. What's the difference between education and learning? Educate is facilitate learning. In other words, make learning easier. That's what the educator do. What is learning? Learning is a distinctively individual things. No one can learn for somebody else. Everyone has to learn their own things. However, the learning is very complex. It's not easy to do. That's why we need the facilitator. That is a human engineer. I know I register myself as a human engineer as a trademark, but I am interested, licensed many people as possible to human engineer. Why? Because this is a development and produce and bring it out all the potential human already have. So it can be for everyone. However, it's all the parents and all the teacher. Whether you like it or not, if you are parents, you are most influential teacher to your child or your children. So if we learn this, and you all complain about why your children didn't come with the manual, yes, this is that. Then once we learn that, we can bring all those potential out and they can blossom. How exciting is this? So here is one of our parents' feedback and Google review. This is posted on March 24th, 2018, just a few weeks ago. Right now, today is April. However, what is this lady saying at here is this: her son concentration level increased tremendously within 2 months. From average student to above the average in great grade and excellent grade. His teacher even noticed that. She specifically put it out in this Google review. You can go to my webpage and you can check it out, this Google review. It's not only this case alone. There's many cases that I know, I have. And these kind of things can be happen. Why? Human resource development. That is what the human engineer can do. Now, thank you for watching this video blog. If any questions or requests or feedback, please contact me through the email. And I look forward to bring another video blog next week. Thank you.